Good morning and welcome to Educate to Trade. My name is Joseph Mosley. I'm the sales director over at Educate to Trade, and this is one of our senior traders, John Sawyer. Good morning, John. How are you, mate?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good stuff. I'm really well, thank you for asking. I just thought we'd jump on camera today to show everybody a bit of progress on how you're getting on. There's a lot of people in the industry that want to get into trading but may not have the faith or may not understand it.
Know what steps to take.
Don't know what steps to take, so on and so forth. So what I wanted to do is jump on camera today and show everybody a little bit about yourself and your progress. And I think what we're going to do is once a month is maybe come back and do the same sort of video and just track your progress for the next 12 to 24 months and see how you get on. So yeah, thanks for taking the time today to speak to us. I think you know how hard it is in terms of getting into trading. You've just been through it in the last year.
Yeah.
What made you sort of get into trading? What was that initial sort of penny drop moment?
So I kind of like the idea of like, obviously I've always wanted to work for myself technically or / have my own business in that sort of aspect. So I mean trading is such a good way of you can pick and choose when you trade.
Right.
So you don't have to trade 9 to 5 or 7 days. Well, you can't trade 7 days a week, but you get what I'm saying.
So you can actually trade in Bitcoin.
You can trade 7 days.
Get it right, John.
But I mean, on the Forex markets that I trade, you can't physically trade them 7 days a week.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have that switch off time. It's also nice to pick your days. And if you want to go and you socialise with your friends on a certain day off or go play golf like I do, you can pick and choose when you want to work. And that element of freedom for me was just so eye-catching.
Yeah.
It was just the fact of, well, I've got no boss no more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you wanted to work for yourself then? Is that what it was?
Yeah. If I don't want to go to work on Monday, I haven't got to. If I cover my money throughout the week, it sorts itself out.
The reason I wanted to get you on camera as well is because there's a lot of people in the industry, or a lot of people that want to get into trading that don't take the step. Which is fair enough, right? Trading's probably seen to most people as probably one of the most risky things you can get into if you don't understand the industry, right?
Of course it can be.
So a lot of people want to get into trading. They're working 9 to 5s. You know, they've been working in their career for 20 years, and then you got some young trader online just making $2,000 in a day, and making their month's salary in a day. So it's like, obviously, a lot of people now, due to Instagram and social medias, are, normal 9 to 5 people that have careers. They're getting hounded with stuff on social media from all these like fake people online that are posting Lamborghinis and watches. I mean, God knows what else.
That was definitely one of the problems I had. I mean, coming from a construction background, going to work on a Monday to Friday, you have to work Monday to Friday to cover your bills,
of course,
and maybe have a bit of spending money left. So
especially with that way everything's so expensive at the minute.
Everything's going through the roof. I mean, I was never getting a pay rise, but everything was going up around me, so it just didn't seem to sort of click.
What was your salary when you was trading?
So I was on about 42,000 a year.
42,000. So what's that work out to broken down sort of daily?
So after tax, I mean, I was probably on about 140 a day.
140.
I think maybe 150 a day after sort of tax and stuff.
Okay.
Which I mean isn't a bad wage to some people.
Well, the average UK household income is 32,000 a year.
Yeah.
So the fact that you were beating that anyway, and you still wanted to progress on to trading, shows that obviously you're an ambitious guy, right?
Very ambitious, very hungry. I've always wanted more out of life.
Which has probably helped you a lot in the trading side.
I don't think that's a bad thing.
No, it's definitely not a bad thing.
Why is it? Because I want to better myself.
Why is that a bad thing? That's
what separates the people. That some people are gonna be happy working 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And getting their wage on a Friday, then being skilled again by Monday, Tuesday, waiting for Friday again. Like, some people might be happy with that. I just wasn't. I wanted more out of life. I want to do better for myself. I want to do better for my mum.
Great.
Sort of take care of her.
Good for you, mate.
She gets on a bit and live a nice life.
Good for you, mate. So the reason you got into trading was obviously the freedom and everything else that you spoke about, probably the capital as well.
Yeah.
So obviously I think you told me before, you lost a bit of money previously on courses and stuff, right? So when you done our course, what sort of made you sort of first of all purchase the course? What was the main factor behind it? Because you bought courses before that didn't work, right?
So the course I was buying before were just guys online.
Yeah.
Buy my course, it's that. Then post a picture of you.
So you fell for it?
Yeah.
I fell for it as well, by the way.
Who hasn't?
Years ago.
Starting out in the markets, who hasn't gone, do you know what?
It's good we can laugh about it.
Put put £500 into it and you're going to double it overnight. Oh yeah, everyone jump, you're like tripping over yourself trying to do it. So obviously I saw the video online.
Yeah.
Obviously Brad, and walking around the trading floor.
Yeah.
That's when it kind of clicked. Right, these guys might be legit, because I was very hesitant at first. Obviously walking into it after having my fingers bit before.
Oh, you must be one cautious guy.
Then, obviously, I saw the video, I applied. You guys got back to me, invited me down to the training floor for the day, and that's when I thought, right, these guys are doing it. They've got professional traders in there, and I've seen these guys are making lots of money, and they know what they're doing. So I thought, apply for the course. Lo and behold, that was probably one of the best steps I've taken in life.
The stuff you was doing previously was more technical based, right?
Yeah, very, very much technical.
So this is a lot of the industry trade technicals, and like for people that come to our trading floor on a day-to-day basis, you've probably heard it yourself sitting on your desk, people around you, that people are told to stay away from the news. And this is one of the big things in trading for me, is that
so actually,
if you speak to Neil,
yeah,
our head trader, he's been trading since 1982. There's pictures of him on the stock exchange 40 years ago, right? This guy, if you come in and say, oh no, fundamentals is not the way to go, I just tell you to leave the trading floor. Fundamentals is the best way to attack the markets.
Yeah.
It is. If you can understand how the news is predicted and how much of an effect that's had on whatever contract you're trading, you can react to that, right?
I mean, that's where the moves are.
And this is why you've done well, in my opinion, because we've taken you from a saturated market where people are trying to hit you up all the time, different ideas, different courses. And what we've actually done is brought you to a physical location, shaken that out of you, and give you the right steps to be able to become a professional trader. Yeah. And, 90% of people lose money at trading, John. Well done, mate.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, just quickly so that everyone knows, like statistically, when did you, so you done the course, when was it? June, July last year?
Around July time, I think I applied. July, August time, maybe.
Yeah. So I then jumped on the phone midway through your course and said, look, how you getting on? And obviously you sent me over some stuff, which I was blown away by, I'll be honest. Yeah. And from that day, I think every day I was coming on this floor, like, I've got to bring John in. There was just something in the back of my mind where I had to. No, I thought, you know what, he could definitely do it with us. I know he can. I've been doing this 12 years. I spend every day around professionals, John. You're only 25, right? And
27 now.
Are you 27 now?
Yeah, 27.
You're 25.
No,
well, you look younger anyway.
Wow, yeah,
but yeah, like you've got a long way ahead of you. That's the point I'm trying to make. And a lot of people wouldn't have the coconuts between their leg to do what you've done. And this is why a lot of people lose money at trading. A lot of people love trading, but don't get into it because they're too comfortable.
Yeah.
So you should really have a pat on the back. You've taken the steps that most other people won't. And for me, mate, that's you've proved yourself straight away from the off. And we're going to go into now renting a desk here, right? Because we have a trading floor. There's 40 to 50 of us. We come in Monday to Friday, whatever, right? I contacted you midway through your course and said, look, John, blah, blah, how much you're making on your salary at the minute. I was asking you questions. And what I wanted you to do is leave your job, right?
Yeah.
And I probably chewed your ear off a bit for the next couple of weeks trying to get you to do it, right?
Thinking that I had it kind of doubting myself. I mean, it's very easy to sort of undersell yourself and say, I'm not ready, I'm not this, because I was comfortable. I mean, I wasn't making loads of money before, but I was sort of had a nice steady wage.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I didn't have like loads and loads of bills. So I was comfortable. And I think it's very hard to break that barrier between going from comfortable to being uncomfortable.
Oh, mate, that's so hard.
Growing up,
how did you do
times
that?
Was uncomfortable.
How did you break that barrier?
Just had to make the leap. I knew I wanted more out of life. I had to jump.
I think it's a lot. People make it out a lot more complicated than what it needs to be as well. Like how you just said it then. Like, just make the step.
Just do it.
Like make the step.
Just do it. Just do it.
You're not trying to tag you in his house to like come and work for us. Max, you're not having him. But yeah, in terms of like yourself, it's just really, it's a pleasure to speak to somebody that has not only come on board with the course, has then left their job. Hope you don't mind me saying, but you've paid a £6,000 fee to be on the desk for a whole year. Yeah. Your own desk on the trading floor, which is a big big step.
Yeah.
But this is how much you did it, right? Not only did you go out and spend £4,000 on a course with us, which is well worth doing, obviously, you've then gone and paid £6,000 for a desk free for the year. You then said to me on the phone, right, Joe, I'm going to do this. I'm going to come in, I'm going to rent a desk, and this is my target. I need to make 150 a day. I think, 150 a day, you said to me, right, Monday to Friday on the trading floor, to be able to at least, cover the salary from the construction side.
Yeah.
So you can pay your bills.
Yeah.
Then now you're a trader, you're on a trading floor, right? You would have hit your target over the month. How did that go? So the first day you went in, obviously I know how it went. The first day you come in to rent your desk, you had a target of 3.5K for the month, which is 150 a day, times 5 times 4. How did you do it?
So in my first week, I done £4,000 profit, and that was in my pocket.
That's impressive, mate.
Within a week. So I done nearly, 1.5 times my old monthly salary in a week.
Right. Now, this is what happens to a lot of people. They get into trading, right? They suddenly make a bit of money because you can make money from the markets. The problem is, as we know, I'm doing this a long time, is consistency. If you can keep it up, right? You've kept it up. What were you, 6 weeks in?
This is, I believe my
What are you up now?
So we are up 22% now on overall capital.
Okay, so overall.
So
Let's go back. So at the start of the 6 weeks, you made 4,000 quid or whatever, just over
4,000.
Your first week. What happened in the second week, John?
So the second week I done just below that, I believe.
Okay, so you still had a good week.
Yeah.
What happened in the third week, John?
So the third week was where I had my wobble.
Right. This is what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Because
this is fine. Things happen.
You had a wobble.
Yeah.
You didn't continue down the wobble path.
No.
You completely called me out and said, Joe, I've had a bad day.
Yeah.
I've come off my plan.
Mm-hmm.
I've lost a little bit more than I should have.
Yeah.
And essentially you messed up. Right?
Oh, big time.
Now, do you know what? That happens with a lot of traders. They do well, then they lose it all after and they never return to trading again.
Yeah.
Right? What you did is you made, how much was it? 18% in the first 2 weeks. No, hang on.
16%.
Yeah, right, 16%. And then you come all the way back down to 2% profit. So you lost all of that profit that you made, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then what did you do? It was a bank holiday Monday. I remember the day you lost it. You wasn't even on the trading floor. And the plan was that you was only allowed to trade. Well, not only allowed to, your own man, you do what you want. But, we had a plan. So you only trade when you're on the trading floor.
Yeah.
What happened? You traded from home and you nearly messed it all up. Right? But the point behind that was probably one of the best educational days for you
big time
that you've ever had.
Big time.
Because what it done is it taught you that, oh my God, I can mess this up all in one day.
Yeah,
right?
Oh, it's very easy to give the money back.
Yeah. So
everyone knows.
Although you were still up, and if I hadn't have seen your trading for that 3 weeks and just looked at the start and then looked on that day, I'd still probably been well happy because you was up like 2-3% or whatever still. But the point is you blew that. But what did you do from that day after? Because this is really important. So people are out there that have got into trading, studied the calls, made a bit of money, and then one day come in and it's all just gone out the window. This is really important. What was it for you that made you then go, I'm stopping and I'm going to jump back on my plan tomorrow and I'm going to push forward and do exactly what and perform well?
Obviously, no one likes getting their fingers bit. I had them bit quite hard that day. Obviously,
but what was it? Was it me calling you up and maybe having
having the chat with you and saying, look, mate.
Or was it the embarrassment of walking on the trading floor the next day? Because I knew that must have come into it. Maybe
it was a little bit embarrassing. Obviously, I'd done so well. I think a lot of people knew I had done well.
You didn't want to go on the wall of shame in the office,
then go back down. You think, oh shit, do I really want to go back out there? But then.
But hang on, how hard is it to stop when you're losing money? Because most people just keep chasing it, I'll make it back. And they lose like 90% of their equity in one day, right?
Yeah.
You stopped and you were still in profit from day one.
Yeah.
So this is really important. So it was the embarrassment, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Embarrassment, it was...
Yeah,
you felt like you let yourself down probably, and everyone else around you, right?
Which is obviously the most important thing within trading.
Yeah.
Risk management, trading plan.
Yeah.
You need to have those two on your side.
What about the pressure at home though, right?
Oh,
You
yeah,
must,
of course.
you live with, you're a family man, I know you are, right? You missus, you live with your mum,
Yeah.
right? I know, because you've been telling me, you know, the pressure you've got on you, because you left your job,
Yeah.
you know, and probably you had people around you that were tight to you and love you and have your best interests at heart that probably said, don't do this, you're making the wrong decision. So when you had that bad day, you probably felt like you would let everyone
Right,
down
let
around
everyone.
you, and you've
Yeah.
made yourself look like a bit of a fool, right?
Yeah.
So these are good things, because without these factors, you would probably be due that big day again. Because you've had that and you've got that out of the way early doors, and you have felt that and worn it, and
Yeah.
you know it ain't it's not a nice feeling
No.
for anyone.
Not at
Probably one of the worst feelings I've ever experienced in my life when it happened to me. You know, you've kept on the track. You know, you said to yourself, I'm going to stop. I'm going to reevaluate. I'm going to go back to my trading plan. And today you're at what? Overall, from the start to now, including the drop?
So we're up just under 23%.
From the day one of renting a desk for myself,
Yeah,
right?
so 6 weeks we're up 23%.
So imagine if you didn't have that down day. I said it to you earlier. You'd
We'd
now be
have
up.
down,
You'd now be up what?
So well, we've been up 16, so about near 40%.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda, right?
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
But the main thing
It's
is,
easy to say, could have.
the main thing is, right, that you stuck at it.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm really impressed, and I'm proud of you as well, bro, because you're my friend as well. I know I've only known you for a year or two, but
friendships can sometimes develop very quickly.
yeah, it's not that you're just an honest, passionate guy, and I love the way you approach the markets, and you're strict with your setup now, and you're fully
Very
committed.
strict.
You've invested in yourself, and it will pay off, and it's starting to pay off now. And you know
Yeah.
what? You've done it a lot quicker than some of the pros that are 20 years in. Yeah, the money you've made, like. In the last couple of weeks, from what I've seen.
Oh, yeah, massive, yeah.
Yeah, so
Pretty much been
impressive,
doing.
mate. People
Yeah.
would die to have what you've got. Honestly, to have like.
I mean, just to like put things into perspective with guys, I mean, I've been pretty much averaging my old weekly wage a day now. So that's like a nice pat on the back. It's paying off, and obviously now with the copy trader and the Axie copy trader, I'm also making the people and my friends around me money.
Yeah, that's
So
really
obviously
good.
I'll get commission off. But it's so nice to have that as like
Yeah, man.
with you as well. So it's not just my trading account that I'm trading now. It's I'm helping other people make money. And
So all your friends around you that haven't got the coconuts that you have between your legs have taken a back seat and gone, I'll go on the copy trade.
yeah,
That's my way out.
they're the same. I'll give them a
When
couple
John
of quid.
trades, that's my trade.
Yeah,
love
that's
it.
what I make money. So,
But listen, these are the starts of doors that open up for you in this industry. If you're humble, you stay focused, you're desired, you understand what lane to stay in, you know what strategies to use, you've got your favoured market, your times a day, a decent setup, good people around you. Doors start opening. This is what happened for me years ago. I lost money when I first got into trading. Best money I ever spent, because it taught me not to go and do that again.
it puts you back down. It sits you on your ass.
Sits you right back down.
And you think, I'm going to have another go.
I'm this big.
But I'm doing
compared to
this
the
and this
market.
differently.
Yeah.
So, and that kind of, you add that then to your trading plan. It's like, your trading plan, I don't think is just one thing. It doesn't stop. You keep adding to it over time.
Neil says it. Neil's been trading 40 years. He says, I'm far from a finished article, Joe. Whenever I ask him stuff, I'm like, oh, why do I not know that?
I'm still always adding stuff, and I keep my daily diary. I'm always writing stuff in there, and obviously I still have losing trades. Obviously, it's never going to get 100% win rate. And I just add that to my trading plan, and each day, each week, each month, it's going to get better and better.
Yeah,
I just finally fine tune them little things that are making the losses.
It's normally the little fine tunes that have the big effect.
Yeah, massively.
Rather than the big, it's normally the little tweaks that will
Because
get you that
having a losing
extra
trade,
zero.
having a losing trade is where do you cut it? So having like the risk management and your trading plan allows you to turn a massive loss into a small loss.
Yeah.
Because the trade's gone against you, so cut it.
Yeah.
The trade's gone against you. Good to hit you stop, but
The reason why
have a 100 pip stop or
100, you don't have a 100 pip stop. God,
so but you know what I mean.
I
Like,
know what you mean.
whereas a lot of guys will say, "Oh, well, I want to have a stop here and my take profit up here," so they're risking this
It
much
should be the other
to
way
make
around.
this much.
Yeah, because when you have a losing trade, like sometimes when you have a losing trade,
Yeah.
you'll lose like a tiny amount in proportion to your account. It might be like 0.25%.
Yeah.
Which on 10k is 25 quid.
Yeah.
Just to give you an idea. Like,
And then the thing is, we're up 2.5% today. So
that's what I mean. So you can have some losing trades. How nice is it to know in trading that if you have a losing trade, it's not going to affect your salary or your career?
Losing trades yesterday and then pulling it back. And
that's what I mean.
Sometimes having a losing day and then pulling it back is like a better feeling than making money. Because you think, I haven't lost that money. All right, I haven't made any money, but I also haven't lost any money. And that's, don't get me wrong, I'm never going to love the idea of losing money.
Yeah.
But you have to
accept it. You have to accept it.
Of course you do. You have to welcome it into your trading life.
Again, this is why people can't get into trading, right? Because they go into a demo account, right? They go, right, bang, 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 bang. Don't know what market they're trading, don't know whether they're buying or selling it, how big the risk is, whatever. And guess what? They go to sleep, they wake up next day, and they've doubled their money on their demo account, right? And then they go, oh, do you know what? I'm going to put a couple of £100 into a high leveraged account, and I'm going to make loads of money. They put it in and blow the whole £200 straight away. And then what they do is they go, better go back to my day job.
Yeah.
Right? And that is why it's so hard to get into trading. So what we're going to do is every month, by the way, as long as it's all right with you, I'm not shouting your mouth too much, is bring you into the meeting room and do this every month, just so that we can keep track on your progress, just so that anyone else out there that's obviously following us on our socials can follow along. And obviously, I wanted to ask you openly, if anyone else that is on social media is willing to come to the office and talk to you, would you mind taking your time out of the day to have a chat with them and advise them if they're struggling, if they're making money, if they're, they've been in the trading for ages and they're just not getting the right results and they need a fresh team or a fresh turning over a new leaf, coming into a new facility with new traders, people like yourself that are up and coming, that are doing well. If anybody wants to come in, I want them to come and sit next to you.
Yeah, I don't mind them. There's a few guys that have come in, Guy Samson.
When you first started, right? I come in, I sat you next to other people, made you feel welcome. That's what it's all about.
Having the people around you and sitting down with a trader or someone else and picking their brains, it helps you. And I still chat with Clive now and ask him stuff. And I still ask Chris stuff. Clive still asks me stuff.
And you know how important it is, right? Because where do you live?
So I live in Oxford.
Right. And you drive here every day?
Yeah.
How long does it take you to drive in?
About an hour and a half.
3-hour journey a day. That's how important it is, just for everyone else to understand. You are in trading, and that you need to be on the trading floor, and you need to be around other people.
You will make money from home, but you will lose money. I think
it's not that. It isn't that the same strategies are at home. It's the fact that you need to have a team in-house that you can chat to there and then in the moment.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. We're not being funny, having the live stalk as well.
Yeah, obviously.
Having that, you'll get in the day.
Does that help your trades?
Oh, massively.
Yeah.
You'll get in the day before anyone else.
Yeah.
So you know whether it's a buy or a sell or what the market's doing before a lot of these other retail traders.
Yeah.
So a lot of these retail traders, they're probably on my Forex factory, which can take like up to a minute for the reading to come through. And before you've got the reading, the market's done its move.
Yeah.
And on the news, the market can do its massive move within a couple of seconds, within 20, 30 seconds. So that's how important time is with trading.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's like, especially with the earnings, like me and Clive, I went to come and chat to you. Clive went to the toilet. I would like to miss the earnings.
Why'd you blame me for it?
Wow, God, it's never my fault. That's what I say to my missus, it can't be my fault.
But she loves you.
Yeah.
Shout out Macy.
Hopefully, shout out maybe. But I think being on the trading floor and having a team, and obviously like there's guys and even the sales team like James and you, like very knowledgeable people. If you're around all of them people, it's going to pay off.
Yeah.
It can't not. As long as you're sticking to your plan and you've got a good plan and a good sort of risk management, you're going to make money because you've got them guys around you pushing you in the right direction and telling you what's going on. So if you don't, then you're an idiot.
Big shout out to Christopher Pollock as well, one of our senior traders, for helping John.
He sort of put me where I am.
Should we take him out for dinner?
I think we'll have to.
Where should we take him?
Who's buying? You buying?
You're buying. We're going.
You're buying, but I've taken lobster. There are like a few people that have really helped me out in life. Obviously, from day one, my mother's always been there, always supported me, always pushed me in the right direction.
What did she say about it when you first come home and said, "Look, I'm going to change jobs"?
I think, obviously, She's not big.
I bet it didn't go very well though, right?
I love her to bits,
like,
but she's old school because. But that generation, if you didn't know about trading,
you wouldn't. It's too good. It almost seems too good to be true, right?
Because they're not online or they're not like using social media is how
old school
people are
traditional.
That you don't hear about these things.
Same as my family.
And like I've got some of my friends' parents and stuff when they're like, when I'm getting my friends to invest, don't do it. It's too risky. Yeah. I've never heard of it. Well, you've never heard of it, but doesn't mean it's not
exactly
okay.
So what you've done is rely on your own information rather than having your ears open and listening to what everyone else is saying. Like not just for your mum, because your mum's probably one of the most important people. Is the most important person in your life, right? It's the person that created you. You know, the person that's looked after you and supported you. Right?
Without her, I wouldn't be here. And she's always pushed me to do.
Funny enough, that's for all of us as well, John.
Yeah. I know, mate.
If my mum's not here,
no, I wouldn't be. That's kind of how it works, isn't it? She went born, I wouldn't be born. But I mean, where I am today as a person, as a trader, I mean, she's always had my back, always pushed me in the right direction, always wanted good things for me. My girlfriend, especially now, she's helps me, push me, gets me out of bed in the mornings if I'm feeling a bit she's kicking me out of bed, and she knows I'm going to go out and make it. My mum's always. Both of them together, having both of them by my side, it's been impeccable. It's been amazing,
mate. So, well done, and thank you for being part of the team.
Thank you very much.
See you in a month's time.
Yes, in a month's time.